This other one is also, I guess, somewhat controversial, and it's a funny way to end the show, and it's a funny topic to go to after the last topic.
Yeah.
This was a tweet that went viral, absolutely viral, and I think, did Elon comment on it, or he did? He reposted it.
He just had a laughing emoji.
Oh yeah, laughing emoji. Oh, there it is, laughing emoji. The caption from David Sachs on Twitter: "Does anyone still work?" And he posted a clip, a minute 17 clip, 5.9 million views, day in the life, 23-year-old living in Chicago, working in the tech industry. This video goes on to showcase, well, I guess,
I started bright and early at 6 a.m. because I had a rather events. So I needed to get to the office early to get some stuff done.
Lavish.
It's actually glowing this morning. I love getting up this early because the sunlight is just so beautiful at this time of day. And I got to the office, I picked up some cute little stickers that we had out, and I was definitely one of the first people in the office. It was like totally dark, at least on my floor. And I started getting to work. I had to finalize some campaign edits before my meeting started for the day. I went downstairs. When breakfast finally opened, I got coffee and got back to work at 8 a.m. And then we just got some new swag at work, so I got to pick up a shirt and a jacket, as if we don't already have enough swag. And then I headed down to get some lunch. We had like a beautiful array of desserts and this vegan panna cotta. It was delicious. And after lunch, we headed to my favorite event of the day. We went to Scratch Goods with LinkedIn today, which I've been wanting to go to forever. You basically get to make a homemade face mask and just treat yourself a little self-care moment. We had about 30 people from the Chicago office go to this event. It was so much fun. We walked back to the office and grabbed our eucalyptus towels per usual, picked up some kombucha, finished a few things up before heading to a happy hour in the office. It was supporting a local charity. And I walked home with a few of my coworkers all the way to River North. It was a long-ass walk, but I had to go by Whole Foods to pick up some goods for a picnic with some of my girlfriends. It was such a great way to end the day with my girls, eating and drinking and watching the beautiful skyline of Chicago. Good.
Well, okay. I understand not everybody has that lifestyle, Will. And
no.
You told me that this is a common thing on TikTok. I don't watch TikTok. You told me this is a whole
it's a genre.
I started bright and early at 6
a whole trend.
Yeah.
People show off all kinds of things. You know, like people on social media will show off a vacation or a car or a pool or a drink or a steak or whatever. This is like an extension of that where, you know, you're obviously highlighting things that are perceived as nice. You're not showing the whatever part of work is actually work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bit, I can see why some people... I mean, I'm sure there's some work that goes on, Will, no? Come on.
Yeah.
It's just not...
It's just the glorification.
There's some glorification going on.
Day in the life. And maybe this is not even a day in the life. Maybe it's just a couple days stitched together. Who knows, right?
So it really comes down to the editing here? Is that what... Is that the takeaway? Wow, 5.9 million views. I have to assume, Will, that based on the reactions I'm seeing to this, that the way people are perceiving this is in the same way that the caption is coloring it. Does anyone still work? For me, I think people would view... And it's very hyper competitive with these tech companies for hiring people and such, that people would view this and then assume that their day should be exactly like that. Now, other people are going to view this and say, isn't that great? It looks like a great place to work, and I would want to work there too, and look how healthy this person is. And I mean, it doesn't feel like stress at all.
Right.
I guess the issue with that is maybe, I mean, we talk a lot about stress, de-stress, stress this, stress that. I think maybe the trouble here is in the absence of any stress, like maybe some stress is...
It's actually healthy.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to have a little bit. Or else how are you supposed to compare what is good, what is bad, what's right, wrong? It's just like, if everything's easy, then like what's the point of anything?
Or maybe life,
But okay, yeah, go on.
We ended the show with two complicated topics here. There's a spectrum here to this, and there's a massive spectrum in lifestyles that exist out there. And we have viewers from all over the globe, and things look very different depending on where you are. I don't even necessarily think it's the job itself. It's the fact that it's now being broadcast like the rest of social media. And you have people that will measure themselves against social media. And you have people that will feel a certain way, that people will feel very negatively if they feel that their lifestyle doesn't measure up. Now, I'm not saying that everybody does that. Some people can probably just turn on and be like, okay, whatever. But there's a huge comparison element.
Sure, yes. Absolutely.
And, you know, for some people that can be a very negative experience to only see the parts of somebody's day that are, as you mentioned, glorified or seen as, you know, nice or good or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's the extent of the presentation, and you're kind of lacking the other elements of life, the stressful moments, the struggles, and real life. Because I think everybody has them. Even, believe it or not, even this person has them.
Yeah,
but it's a question of editing, and it's a question of how other people will then perceive it. Is it her responsibility? Not really. Not really her responsibility how people perceive it. She can share whatever she wants. But as you mentioned, the whole trend, the whole theme, and then people's perception of normal and maybe the gap between how they view their lifestyle versus somebody else's, maybe that can be problematic on a per individual basis.
Yes, the individual, and also the corporate, the corporation, LinkedIn. How do they feel about that video? You know, to see this girl just kind of flaunting and thinking that
I know, but you will, but Will, you can watch a hip hop video and everybody's flaunting everything. Check
I know,
this,
but
check
that's
that.
the thing. Like, this girl works at LinkedIn.
Right.
That's the difference. And I think that it poses LinkedIn as a negative light in a sense, like, oh, this, like, if you worked at LinkedIn, you can not do work. Based on this video, right? Like, this girl's 23 years old.
Right.
And whoever wants to apply may have this video in mind that they don't really have to
You know
work.
what is also interesting is having a corporate job in the age of social media and being an influencer. Because I'm just looking at this. She has 132,000 followers, 8.3 million likes. I don't know how much of that happened after this video because it looks like a huge range. I guess that's how TikTok works. Like, some videos go to 400,000 people and then other videos go to like 5,000. It's so different than YouTube.
Yeah.
Some of them just pop right off and others not so much.
There's no filter.
But it is a new thing to navigate where this person has a seemingly an important job, but also has this side hustle of social media. And you will see people, they'll write things like you can see in brackets there, not affiliated with my employer. And people will do that on Twitter. Opinions are my own. Until somebody says something offensive and then their employer fires them anyways, which we've seen happen in the past.
Sure.
So it's just a bit of a minefield out there. And I don't know what the impact of this particular post going viral has had, but the day in the life genre.
Yeah.
And the sort of meme status and the fact that it's now broken out of its own segment and into the general public, because I hadn't seen these type of videos in the past.
Yeah. There's a lot of Toronto ones.
And the casual nature of it as well. I know I'm going deep on this, but the casual nature of it, like, that's one thing in the hip hop video. It's almost like it's so bold. It's like, you're damn right I got that. And I got that.
Yeah.
And I work hard and I got that. There is a sort of like a hustle element to it, I guess.
Sure.
I got, I put out all these records. I got all these Grammys, whatever it is. maybe it's the casual nature of it, like the nonchalant element that rubs people. I don't know, Will. You asked me to analyze it. You told me to put it in. You said it was a discussion that had to be had.
Yeah. Or we even talked about this before where this person might be like a parody.
The whole thing's fake.
Intentional parody.
I don't think so. You just showed the profile. I don't think that's what's going on. Yeah. But I do think that there is a tendency on social media basically to share things that will make other people jealous. I don't know what else to tell you, Will. That's the tendency.
Yeah.
Look how good my stuff is. Look how good my stuff is. I would be interested in the other day in the life videos. The rugged ones. Just to balance it out.
Maybe Elon's?
But that's not Elon, we mean.
You want to see Elon's?
No, I'm talking about a person who has and I'm sure they're out there, but the opposite of this job.
David Goggins?
No, because he can have as many he can have as many kombuchas as he wants too. I'm talking about somebody that's on the grind for real.
Like a farmer?
Okay, now we're getting closer.
Okay. Yeah.
Could be somebody who works on an assembly line. Could be, I mean, there's a lot of categories, right? That could be, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's like, I can't get too mad about it, Will. Like, it is a thing. It is a portion of this person's reality if we assume that it's real. And I wouldn't want to discourage anyone from doing it. I think what I would want to do is just maybe highlight the fact that the lens through which you view it, you got to be careful about that.
Sure. Yeah.
Because that's the part that I think affects people negatively when they take somebody's edit in general, across the board, when you take somebody's edit as something close to reality, because often it's not. And almost everybody is struggling with something. It's just that the ratio of what we get exposed to and how much of it is some edited, perfected version versus a better reflection of actual reality.
Mm-hmm. Just a different filter with your eyes.
Just see the edits. Look for the edits. Assume that they're there. And try to do some sort of prediction. Try to do some sort of analysis on what the missing pieces might look like. Mm-hmm. And then you might have something closer to reality. Man, you give me the hardest thing on the very end. Good Lord, man. Anyway, yeah, that was cool. Thank you very much to everybody who joined us here today. Let me know what you think. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen these things too. I'm sure you're over there on these TikToks and such. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're trying to achieve the American dream. Maybe you're trying to get a family home in a yard.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you're doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the only reason you're doing it is so you can put it on TikTok after you get 5.9 million views as you sip on kombucha.
That's reality.
Oh, I don't know, man. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you soon.